Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a few days since I have uploaded. My kiddo's on vacation and we have survived the second week of summer. Any suggestions on what you guys do with your kids over the summer? All suggestions are welcome. I have two 13-year-olds, a 16-year-old and a 1.5-year-old that I have to entertain. So as I said, all suggestions are welcome. Thank you in advance for that. And also, let me share with you guys, we have just rescued this absolutely adorable little pumpkin. He is absolutely adorable. I got no other words but to say he is so adorable. Anyway, let's get into this video because I see Without a Crystal Ball has been on 10 this whole week. And as per usual, everyone else is to blame but her. And why is that? First of all, she cannot take accountability. And she is the one, in my opinion, that has the most to lose. I'm talking about her lawsuit in which she is responsible, if she loses it, for paying the plaintiff $4 million. She did decide to go on a campaign of wanting to be the HBIC and going around and accusing people or a certain person of sex trafficking, human trafficking, running people off the road with these car, immigration fraud, amongst other heinous crimes, which she had no proof of. So, in turn, Robertson filed a lawsuit against Without a Crystal Ball, and she said he sued her because she was reporting that he chose the clothes and he chose their music. No, this is exactly what she is being sued for. And thanks to Cactus Ball for the screenshots. Her link will be in the description box. Check her out. She has been keeping up with Katie Joy's BS for quite a while, longer than I have. Anyways, this is what Katie Joy is being sued for. This is the truth. This is what is in court records, not what Katie Joy is trying to sell you all and the bullshit that she is spreading. Why he's trying to sue her. 1 through 9. Defamation. Defamation per se is tortious interference of contract, commercial defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence per se, deceptive trade practices, intentional interference with prospective advantage, and injunctive relief. Today she made this post. If anyone receives emails from this email address, katiejmpaulson@gmail.com, this is not my account or my email. I would never contact anyone or any attorney of Robert Shin. Let me stop there for a minute, because if you have been following or keeping up with Without a Crystal Ball, all this sounds so normal and familiar because this is a pattern for Katie Joy. She is the victim. Everyone is working against her. We actually saw this behavior during the Tati lawsuit and the lawsuit with her and Todd Chrisley. During the Tati lawsuit, it was one of our own fans or friends or sub, whatever you want to call NK, in my opinion, that was using Katie Joy's attorney's email to actually email Tati's attorney, Michael Salz. And when Michael Salz brought this to Without a Crystal Ball's attorney's attention and to Without a Crystal Ball's attention, she threatened sanctions against Michael Salz. We'll actually leave a video in the description if any of you would like the full story of what I'm speaking of. Anyway, the way she seems to want to come across as being so credible and serious that she would never contact anyone or any attorney of Robert Shin, then what do you call this, Katie? Oh, my bad, scratch that. She is a bad bitch because she does shit on her own social media. And I mean by taunting people like the son of Robert Shin. As you can see here, she says, "Dear Isaiah Shin, you aren't a filmmaker. Directors of film actually pay their staff and don't recruit them into an abusive cult." And this is coming from somebody that is using being a journalist in her defamation lawsuit. Journalists do not go after family members to try and taunt them and humiliate them and disparage them. She also posted this. This company sponsored Isaiah Shin and James Derrick for a paid partnership. How many people do you think took this post that Katie Joy put out and has contacted this company and made a complaint? And myself, I wouldn't be surprised if Katie Joy herself did it too. Then we move on to the next post of her taunting Isaiah Shin. She says, "I'm seeking comment from Isaiah Shin since he remains on Instagram and continues to work for his father." And as you can see, she says, "Isaiah, would you like to make a comment about the documentary? Your dad has been accused of rape and fraud by 3 women and several former members. Is she trying to shame and bully this young man into giving her a comment? Have any of you seen a journalist slash reporter slash, as of recently, an archival consultant be this much of a bully? As you saw from that screenshot, the last time she tagged him was in April of 2022. Now the heat is getting so bad in the kitchen, her back is so far up against the wall, she's going after these young people. This is exactly how pathetic and unprofessional without a crystal ball is. Robert's trolls have attempted to interfere in my lawsuit by using this fake email to send threats to his lawyer. Additionally, anyone receiving emails from it's cactusbill@gmail.com. This is not me or anyone affiliated with me. My attorneys are handling the situation. Please do not email me in any capacity regarding this case. I will delete and block anyone attempting to contact me related to Robert Shin. She's been doing this the whole week. She's been accusing people of being trolls and working for Robert Shin. Where's the proof? She goes on to say, please do not email about the story. I will not be responding to any direct messages unless I know you, or I specifically know that you are a former member of Shekinah Church. All other DMs will not be returned. Do not email me any questions about this case. I will not respond to anyone emailing questions. We are dealing with serious threats from the cult at this time. I must protect myself. Ask questions on public post. This series has been viewed 10 million times and I cannot respond to the 1,000+ messages I have received since the release. Thank you. Katie Joy says we are dealing with serious threats. Who's we? And Katie Joy, what about Miranda's threats? Because to you they weren't serious. You made Miranda look like a liar. You totally diminished her fears. You discredited how she felt because you think you know everything, when everything you say and doing you are making up along the way, in my opinion. So you can look like the savior, like you know best. You the go-to. All you are doing, in my opinion, is trying to prove that you were right from the get-go when you weren't. You just took 2 separate stories and tried to sell them as one, and gaslit, love-bombed the victims that were brave enough to speak to you. And after you got what you thought you needed, you discarded them. And now, all it is proving that you got ahead of yourself. You put yourself in a tight corner, and your desperation is becoming embarrassing. You said you need to protect yourself. Didn't you say you have Netflix security protecting you? She goes on to say, all media and podcast requests must go through Netflix. I cannot approve any request. Please reach out to the proper channels at Netflix for media request. Netflix is not approving all requests at this time. Flex, Katie Joy, flex. And this is honestly good for you. You finally made it. But unfortunately, I don't think it was the fame that you were expecting. And then she says, finally, thank you to everyone that is sharing and talking about the series. For many of us that have been involved for years, there is safety for us now that everyone is talking about this series and Robert Shin. Content creators covering the story, please be careful and do not engage with bot accounts from the cult. Robert Shin is desperate right now. Threats have escalated this week and his trolls are attacking both sides to create chaos. He wants to silence us, but we will not be silent. There are still people who are in danger and their lives/safety is at risk. Please remember the dancers are victims. Unbelievable. How does she know that Robert Shin is desperate? Nobody has seen or heard from Robert Shin, though she is the one that has been on 10, making more outlandish accusations, been more vocal than anyone else, making accusations about people working for Robert Shin. And she is the only one that is showing how desperate she is. And one could say, how can you blame her, because $4 million is a lot of money. But also, there is a choice to stay quiet, to protect yourself. But at the end of the day, this is Katie Joy. She doesn't know how to be quiet. Robert Shin and the dancers that are affiliated to Robert have been quiet, other than Miranda, making a statement and explaining how she fears for her safety. And there was something filed in court, but nothing regarding Katie Joy. Amber Starvik, who is Robertson's attorney, but don't focus on that aspect of her being Robertson's attorney. If you guys are the praying kind, please keep her and her family in your thoughts and prayers. It was made known through a filing through the court that she was recently diagnosed with cancer. And me and my family have dealt with cancer, and I'm sure many, many others have also been through the same thing. It sucks. Please keep Amber and her family in your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate you guys, and I thank you in advance. Now, everything that I've showed you is very deceiving because she has been on a tangent all week. From playing the role that her and the two Haleys that also report on this story are BFFs. But from what I saw and what I see, she is very well delusional. To calling Robertson a coward, to challenging him to speak publicly, to making false accusations that certain creators are working for Robertson, it has been wild. Like I said, I'm working my way back. Those videos will follow. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch this. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I promise to get to my comment section very soon. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.